Good morning, friends and followers. Welcome to another episode of the Wrong Side Simulations. Aiming to bring you the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I'm a real-world flight dispatcher aiming to bring you a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. Today is a special stream, one that I have been asked a few times when I'm going to do it, and I guess now is the time. Just got off of a 10-hour shift on the dispatch desk. Am pretty tired, but I am not calling in fatigued. And we are going to take this real-world flight Delta 1478 from Atlanta down to New Orleans. We've got some thunderstorms that we're racing in. This is going to be as realistic of a flight as I can possibly make it, as long as I don't forget anything. We are running packs and there's going to be boarding in a realistic fashion. We're trying to block out on time. We're going to have to do all the pre-flight stuff, walk around. We're going to do everything. Try to make this as realistic as possible now that we finally have a super realistic airplane to finally do, much less an Airbus, which if anybody has followed my channel knows that that is my specialty. So we better get to it quick, because we do have a departure time of it's a little conservative to hopefully try to make sure we get out of here on time. We're departing at 14:10 Zulu. En route time is 1 hour and 8 minutes, cruising at a flight level of 30,000 feet. I believe we're flying CI 99, so we're trying to beat that weather. Going to be carrying an alternate today of Pensacola, Florida, with total extra fuel of 45 minutes in case we have any issues getting into New Orleans. So here we go. Let's get at it. Finally, I've been looking forward to this stream for a very, very long time. So here we are. We're in the airplane. We are the first crew member to get on. Obviously, we have nobody on the airplane yet. We're going to come in here and do our pre-duty flights, or pre-flight duties, rather. Got the airplane all set up. Got the sun visor down because it's going to get a little bright since we're facing to the east. So far, it looks like a beautiful morning out here in Atlanta. So before we jump into the EFB, let's go to the overhead real quick and get everything fired up and breathing. Airplane's coming alive. We'll let it do its things for a couple seconds and we'll start getting everything set up. That's not, I don't think I even clicked the button. Let's go to the Fenix app, my flight, and let's import our sim brief. So we got 47 minutes till departure time, departing at 14:10 Zulu. And scheduled time of arrival is 15:55, short flight. Pulling up the Atlanta meets are. Let's see, current winds are 240 at 5 knots, 10 statute miles, fuel 6,500, scattered to 20,000, broken 25,000, temperature 24, dew point 18, altimeter is 30.23. And let's see New Orleans, what they're looking like right now. Special. Winds are 110 at 9, 10 statute miles, broken at 2,500 feet CVs. Again, we are racing the weather in. And then broken at 25,000, temperature 26, dew point 23, altimeter is 30.10. Alternate of Pensacola. Looks pretty nice. We are going to be on VATSIM, so let's check out. Actually, they were online. Okay, I guess it's just Atlanta Center, not Tower. Cool. So how do we get out of this? Alright, airplane should have had enough time to do its thing, so let's do a battery test real quick. Batteries are both showing off. I'm gonna turn them back on. Should be seeing less than 60 amps. we got 60 amps on this side. This side looks normal, so we might have to let the batteries charge for a bit. It's not a problem. We are hooked up to ground power, so let it do that. Crew supply, ground control, CVR test. Evac over to captain. Whoops, nope. 1, 2, and 3. Cool. Engine 1 fire test. Looks good. Engine 2 fire test. Looks good. And APU fire test. Sweet. Alright, that's done. Come back down the center panel. It's a little bit warm out here, so we'll get some AC going. We do have preconditioned air hooked up. Let's go nav light to 1. Seatbelt signs stay off. Sprinkler signs go to auto. Arm the emergency exit lights. And all that looks good. Let's initialize the flight. Go to ATSU. AOC menu. Apply to NITs. We'll click this button. I think it's actually, never mind. I'm thinking fly-by-wire stuff. We want to go. Oh, look! It automatically pulls it in. Nice. That's what I thought it was going to do, but I thought maybe that was just a fly-by-wire deal. Cool. So that is initialized and ready to go. Come back over here. Let's see. We want my flights, mass and balance, and we are going to load the aircraft. So it should start doing its thing. In the meantime, I want to see this change just so we know it's actually loading. Oh, here we go. Real time, 22 minutes. Yup. Cool. I want to get packs going as well. Alright, so the guys are getting on the airplane. Jim, what's going on, buddy? Long time no talk. Sarcasm, because we talked this morning when I turned my flights over to you. Alright, let's see. Back down to the McDo. ATC request pre-departure clearance. Let's get connected to VATSIM. I don't know if this will actually work or not, but we're going to try it. Delta Airlines 1478 A320. Probably get a bunch of beeps because my model matching sucks apparently. And this Atlanta center looks like it's not actually a real center. Anyways. Alright, so what gate are we at? Like B2. Bravo 2. Info. Romeo. KATL. Send that off. And we'll leave this here because we're probably going to need that again. Come to this side. Nav data is current. Net. Push this. Hey, Billy Gypsy, what's going on, buddy? Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've restocked the beers. Jim, wish I was going to Orlando now. At least Keep going today. Yeah, man, but you know that drive sucks after work. It's a terrible drive. Delta Airlines 1478. Cost index flying 99, cruising altitude 30,000 feet. And let's get the OFP pulled up. Need to know what my CI, not my CI, I'm about top of climb temperature is going to be. Top of climb, minus 34. Cool, got that. Flight plan, Atlanta. Departing off 27 right. On the Pounce to departure. And we're going to be on the just the Pounce transition. We're not going to use any official transitions. So we got Pounce there. The rest of our route. New Orleans arrival ILS 11 on the slide 2. And don't think SJI. Cool. Insert that. Make sure we don't have any discons. Cool. Alright, back over to init. Let's do a win request, get our wins uploaded, and then we'll see if we got any. Let's see, we must need our preliminary load sheet. No, don't have that. You can just use what's on the OFP. Don't really need a preliminary. Let's see, init B page, and find our zero fuel weight, which is right here, 129.6, and we'll do a just a default CG of 25 to fill in the box. Wait a minute, what did I say it was? 129.6. Block fuel is going to be 19.3. For our taxi out, fuel is 500 pounds. Keep hitting the wrong button. No route reserve. Let's see. Actual reserve 3.6. And then our alternate burn is 3.4. So 7.3 on the trip. That's about right. It's a tad bit over. Oh, is that CI 50? No, CI 99. Interesting. Okay. So that is set up. Let's go to perf page. Come back up here. Take off performance. We don't have a load sheet yet, but using our preliminary from the OFP, departing off 27 right, it's dry, optimum takeoff, flap configuration, no toga, any ice will be off, packs will be on, takeoff weight, and cheat and use. Oh, is Atlanta Center on now? 32975. Can't tell if this guy's actually on or not. Takeoff weight 143.3. I don't know what a Mac toe is going to be. Say 30. Winds 240 at 5, temperature's 23, altimeter's 30, 23. We'll calculate that. Flaps 2 down 0.3, flex temp 67, 44, 44, 47. Transition altitude obviously is going to be 18,000 feet. So let's go flaps 2 down 0.3. Flex temp 67. 144. 144. 147. Cool. Top altitude should be 10,000 feet if I know Atlanta at all. 3023. Would love to get a printer that works so we can have some paperwork sitting here, or our airplanes, a lot of our planes don't have the CPDLC, so they have like these little clippies that are adhered to this little spot, and they'll take the VTOR printouts, fold them up, and stick them in there. You can always read them while they're sitting there. Let's see. Chase, good morning, my friend. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. Hillbilly picked up some Truly yesterday. Needless to say, now hooked. Awesome. Try any of those. Okay. Had a KLM Pride delivery flying to ATL yesterday. Only 2 made. Gypsy has a gun pal. So try any of those workarounds. Oh yeah. If I think I did see something in the Discord. I've been kind of detached from what's going on the past few days since I've been working. Let's see, general. So Hillbilly, did you get what kind of Trulies did you get? Did you get the lemonades or the fruit punch ones, or margarita, or I got all kinds. Where's my damn weather at? Never told me company message. Weather data, altimeter 3023, cross checks, cool, 3023. Nice high pressure. Now that's done. Let's get our charts up and ready. That out here. I want that. Alright, let's see. V1. want ground charts first. Airport info. Departure, we want pounce. Nolens. For the arrival, let's do slide 2. And then for the approach, let's do ILS 11, both of those. Oh, we don't want SA, we want just the regular. And then also runway 20. I'd rather do GPS for 20 if we have it. Jim, since you're the GPS expert, what's better, RMP or just GPS? These both look about the same. 3/4 of a mile. 326. GPS has lower minimums. Save that. Ground charts. Airport. Cool. Did not save the rest of my. I starred like 2 other ones, so they're even starred. Oh well. Let's see. Top altitude is 10,000. Alright, so that's done. Checked out our charts. Top altitude is 10,000. We've got preliminary speeds in there now. Got a load sheet. Make sure these guys are actually done. No, they're not even done boarding yet. So it's a preliminary load sheet, so we don't really care for that. So, one other thing we should do is check our oxygen. That one's good. We're going to have a jump seater today as well. FAA. Our oxygen's good, so we'll shut that one. Tell you what, performance is not great right now in this airplane. Should get better once we get off the ground. Alright, get our constraints on. Flight directors, constraints, blah blah blah. It's good. I think everything's pretty much set. Do the push at 1410. Get out of here a little bit early if we can. Alright, so back up to the chat. Sorry guys, trying to make sure that we meet our on-time departure. Black cherry, okay. Yeah, the lemonades are really good. They're a little bit sweeter than the regular ones. I tend to like the sweeter ones. We gotta fix that. Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, that's the AIG. I don't know what the deal is with that. Like whenever I do live traffic, not that sim, but actual live traffic, it's it works fine, but not this one. RMP not considered. a precision approach, but tighter tolerance approach. Okay, good to know. I'm not the most versed in the GPS world of things. So while we're sitting here waiting on these passengers to finish boarding, let's show a new little piece of fun little hardware that I recently got. Bam! Now have the radio stack to make bat sim hopefully a little bit easier, but I guess we'll see. Might make it harder since it's something different. But so I guess we'll go ahead and get COM 1 tuned up to this is frequency 3297. The only trick is you gotta cross check it, because it's like it doesn't. It gets a little weird with the Airbus frequencies, I've heard. But that's it there. Switch that over. Cool. And then we'll get Unicom on this one. Cool. Comms are set up.
Select 1221 left center, runway 26 left, taxiway Alpha, altitude 26 right, approach.
Jay, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. Good morning. Hope all is going well with you. I wonder if I can turn volume actually works.
1406, calling file 360.
It don't.
1406, calling file 300. That's a 36. That's a 3622. Atlanta is going to be at your 1 to 2 o'clock, 5 miles report inside. Got the field, 3617. That's a 3622, clear vision for 226 right, 126 right to the line.
We'll come back to this guy in a minute. Yeah, so we got the radio stack going. Also have the captain's side EFB over here. Oh, look, they're done boarding. So the plane's done, but PAX isn't done yet. Well, nonetheless, we'll get APU going. Oh, damn, that was like way closer to each other than I thought they were going to be.
And welcome aboard flight 1478 with service to Louisiana. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Jay, that's awesome. I like it. Yes, sir. New fancy toy. We'll have to get our clearance. So while we're getting the APU going, let's get I guess, is that the actual load sheet? Usually you get a preliminary load sheet instead of actual. Alright, so let's compare our zero fuel weights. 129.6, we got 129.6. Sweet. God, that's annoying. Max zero fuel weight 29.6. So let's get correct takeoff numbers. This says max tow of 28.5. This says 27.5. But it's supposed to pull from the load sheet. So, are we missing a load sheet or what? 27.5. It says 28.5. It says final. Takeoff at 148.3. Plan is 148.3. Says final. So packs on, optimum, everything looks the same. calculate. Alright, so it's changed a little bit. 2/up 63. Our V speeds are different as well. 53, 53, 55. Uh-oh. Wonder if I just got too much going. Super irritating. Well, I guess we can do instant loads and all that stuff. So, are you using APL-ing also? What is that? APL-ing. I haven't had any issues. They did release a patch or like a new download this morning, a new build, and maybe that's got something to do with it. But before today, I hadn't had any issues. But I'd only done one flight. I didn't have all this other stuff going. I wasn't streaming. Didn't have music, you know, overlays, OBS, all this shit. So, I don't know. We'll give it one more shot. Messes up again, though. Try something else. Oh, a pilot's life. Sorry. Wow. Keep in mind, we're streaming after a 10-hour shift. With the huge line of weather we had last night. Took quite a bit of work and coordinating to get guys around. No, I'm not using a pilot's life because bastards don't analyze job applications until Monday morning at 7:20 Zulu. So all of my job applications are still pending. I'm not flying another damn flight in Japan. So that was weird. So just to show kind of what the weather was like last night. So we had weather, a pretty solid line of weather, spanning from just north of Corpus Christi, like it was all the way down into Mexico, and it was pretty much all the way up to around Louisville, Kentucky. Maybe it's a tad south of that. So it was very challenging to work guys around that. It was pretty solid, so for the most part I routed everybody around it, but ended up by the time they were airborne, the tops had gotten pretty low. We were able to cruise over most of it. I had a Orlando to Kansas City, so I guess you can't draw on this, can you? Imagine like all of this airspace is like blocked, you can't go across it, so we had to file a route to go up and over towards Louisville this way. It was pretty far out of the way, but by the time they were airborne, I was able to get them to go direct. Then I also had a Denver to Fort Lauderdale, had to route them the same St. Louis over towards Nashville and down. By the time they were airborne, pretty much direct. So what other challenging flight did I have last night? Had a turnover flight LA to Houston, and he just was barely able to beat this weather in whenever it was to the west of the field. It was about 10 to 12 miles to the north as far as like the closest cell, and we had to send them down through El Paso to the west of San Antonio, down to Corpus Christi to get around the weather and then race it, and was able to beat it in. In fact, I had one other one that was tough. I don't remember, but yeah, it was challenging. All right, let's try this again. So Chase, we had to crash the desktop. We were getting ready to go and had to crash the desktop. So this time, I won't. This time what we're going to do is we're just going to do an instant load and hopefully get out of there pretty quick. Departure time's 14:10. It's currently 13:56. Maybe we can still get an on-time push. But things happen, you know. Had a flight taxiing out of Vegas this morning. Had an EPR mode fault, which is engine pressure ratio. It's an engine issue. When they defer EPR mode on the airplane, they have to set their power manually the entire flight, as well as take off in toga. Okay. So real quick, something. Oh man, I don't know what the deal is with performance on here. Maybe we shouldn't be on VATSIM. I know they were talking about some FPS issues were bad for folks who had any kind of traffic on, which makes me wonder if we should do VATSIM or not. What do y'all think? I do like to do the door. Create some immersion. And I was having this issue too when I first installed the Fenix. Nothing was happening whenever. See, like batteries are on. Nothing. Damn, man. Need this to work. I want to try to race the weather in. Restart Fenix app. Try this one more time. If it still don't work, then we're going to bail on this stream. And I'm going to carry my ass to bed. I got the house to myself right now. Flew PMG for the first time yesterday and got very nice. I think my first landing in the PMG was -189. So yours is better. Very nice. Making waffles, sausage, and eggs. Ooh, bro, where's mine at? I'm hungry. Or maybe we should forget this and we should just all like take our phones, go to Waffle House, and have a virtual Waffle House eat together. Instead of a get together, it's an eat together. Let's see. Phoenix have some bugs. Yeah. I don't know. I guess for some, I really hadn't had any issues up until today. This little scenario happened a couple times before, but I think it was because I hadn't restarted the Fenix app. Yes, I know. It's already running. Screaming Blake Airplane Blake. That's cute. Yeah, maybe so. But you know, man, they tested the shit out of it amongst a lot of people. But you know, I guess once you take it from like however many beta testers to thousands of people, you're going to run across a lot of stuff. Yes, virtual Waffle House is good. I mean, hell, before I went to work yesterday, I did, what's this? No. I think it was before I went to bed yesterday. I did like a quick lap in the Phoenix just to get some of my controls squared away. Some of the TCA stuff wasn't working right. Got that worked out. Got everything set up how I like it to prepare for whenever I was going to stream next. Also to practice a couple landings, because landing in the Phoenix is vastly different than landing in any of the other Airbuses on any other sim or even the fly-by-wire. Fly-by-wire is way more forgiving than the Phoenix. Phoenix has a very wicked, very weird kind of a flare mode and ground effect. Well, I guess while we're waiting on this, maybe we can chat a little bit about the weather. Where do I put my route in? Alright, let's get the airplane back where it's supposed to be. I tried to warn you about your storm last night. Oh yeah, well you didn't have to. The thunder warned me for myself or whatever. Of course that's still working. In fact, I kind of dispatched my drive to work yesterday a little bit. I saw all the weather was on the west side of the city moving east, so I drove a more easterly route to stay away from it. And made it to Wawa, which is about 9 minutes from work, to pick up my frozen mocha drink thing. And the wind had really picked up, so it's like, oh shit, there's that frontal boundary. I only got minutes, so I grabbed my drink, got back in the truck, drove 65 and a 35, and made it to work while the big fat raindrops were starting to hit the truck. So I was like, oh shit. So I ran inside. As soon as I got inside and sat in my chair, it was pouring. Barely made it. Alright, so things are working now. We got jet bridge is hooking up, all that good stuff. So now we know we're good. I just needed to restart the Phoenix app. Get our airplane set up back into its kind of... I figured, you know, we got all this stuff that we didn't have before, so Alright, let's do this quick. Let's see. Battery. And refresh this. All right. Oh, I guess we gotta wait till. Duh, forgot about that. Let it do its thing. Well, if we take a delay, oof, yeah, we're gonna take a delay. It's due to maintenance. Can you do an instant? Fast time 7 minutes, that works. Let me set up packs to do the same, do fast. I had to do an aircraft swap. Bitch. Alright. We're boarding. Let's get initialized. AOC menu. Knit. Don't worry about that. Alright, so nav data is current. Init. DAL 1478 99. .34 flight plan, ETL, departure, 27 right, pounce 2, no official transition, New Orleans, arrival, ILS 11, slide 2, SJI, inserts, let's do secondary, init, KATL, so KATL, .040, secondary, Atlanta, departure, 27 right. No SID. Then we're gonna go back to secondary again. Secondary. Atlanta. Arrival. 28. No star. That'll be our engine fail if we need to come back. Right now we'll hard tune Atlanta. And we'll just wait for this. Let's go 19 to 3. .6 on the reserve. Nope. 3.4 on the alternate. Cool. 3023. So what do y'all think about flying on VATSIM? It may or may not give us issues. Should we play it safe, or is it worth the risk for some little more immersion? That's set. Let's get the GPU going. Company message. Accept this load sheet. 0 fuel weight 129.6. With a CG of 31. Compare that to our paperwork. Paperwork says 129.6. Sweet. Takeoff weight's going to be 148.3. 148.3. Good deal. 0.5 on the taxi. Takeoff perf. 27 right. Dry. Tax will be on. Sync load sheet prelim plus 2000. Eesh. We'll come back to that. I don't like that 2,000-pound buffer thing. Moving quick, moving quick. Let's go, Atlanta. Ground charts. Boom, boom. They are starred that time. Departure. Pounce. Approach. So let's level 11. And then we want RMP 20. Arrival, slide, ground charts. Cool. Why is it getting rid of all my charts? Alright, aircraft's loaded. Disc, seatbelt sign on. Disconnect. APU bleed. Everything else is looking squared away. da.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 1478 with service to Louisiana. Our
Ooh,
flight time will be roughly
that sounds
1
pretty good.
hour
That mocha
and
sounds
8
good.
minutes. Now
I
that
don't
the
care how
dashboard
basic
is
white
closed,
girl,
please
it
ensure that
sounds
all
it good.
devices are in airplane mode and your large devices
Yeah, I'm
are
not
now shut down and safe. Please fasten your seatbelt and ensure that all tray tables and
judging.
backs are in a full upright
Alright,
posture
so we are
before departure. Cabin crew secure doors
boarded
for
up.
departure.
Get the door shut, let our jump seater sit. We've already checked his oxygen. We'll check it again. Since we did an aircraft swap, all is good there. I'll just keep this one down. Cool. Now for our perf. Go perf. Final load sheet. There we go. Optimum, no toga, any ice off, packs on, takeoff weight's 148.3, which cross checks with our OFP. Cool. Live weather is synced, and we'll calculate. Alright, flaps 2 down 0.2. Flex of 63. And our V speeds is 53, 53, 55. That's set. Like that. Flight director constraints, VORs. Good. So it's on. Blah blah blah. That's good too. Let's pull the chalks, GPU and air. That's good. Reset this timer. And we'll connect the tug. And I think we're just about ready. So, departure brief. It's going to be a right seat takeoff. This is an Airbus 320 for tail strike avoidance. There's no MELs or CDLs that degrade the performance of the aircraft. It's going to be a 2-engine taxi. Our taxi route will be. So we're not going to do VATSIM. We're going to play it safe. We've already had to restart twice. We're going to take Lima down to Lima Charlie, 27 right. Departure heading is 275. No weather or terrain that are any factors, no hot spots, runways to cross after V1. Be my decision to reject the takeoff if we need to. We'll come to a complete stop, set the parking brake, call the flights into their stations, run any in-cam actions or the emergency evacuation checklist as required. After V1, we're going to go flying. We'll speed up, clean up our engine altitude, or engine out altitude is 2478 off the ground, and we are over max landing weight. If we need to come back, it will be an overweight landing. We'll have to have maintenance inspect. If all goes as planned, we're going to fly the Pounce 2 departure. Top altitude is 10,000, and we are squawking 2,000. All right. Man, I don't know. Maybe we should fly online. I want to use my little thingamabobber. So, you at VATSIM? This dude's still on? Yeah, they're still on. You ready for the beeps? All right. It's Huh. Why is it not in the tray? So all of a sudden now the radio panel is not working. Dumb. Okay, screw it. We're not gonna fly online then. Disconnect. Alright, before start checklist. So. Alright, cool, we got the ding this time. Before start checklist. Maintenance log and tails on board and check. Copper press complete. Gear press covers are removed. Signs are on auto. ADIRs are nav. Fuel we require 17.7. We have 19.2 on board. Altimeters 3023 set. EFB is checked. Windows, doors, and slides are closed and armed, as you can see. Beacon is on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brakes on. Transponder is in auto. Before start checklist is complete. All right. Just a little bit late. Whatever. Passengers should be happy that we're even going in the first place. All right, roll in. Numero 1. Checking our bleed pressure. We need over 25 psi. We got 28, so we're rolling number 1. That might turn out to be a pretty good push. Well, I didn't tell you stop. Let's stop anyway. That's some BS. Alright, parking brake set. Got a company message. Final load sheet 0 fuel weight 129.5. 9.6. It's only 100 pounds. I don't care about that. Takeoff weight's 140.3. That's fine. It's good to me. We'll accept that. Alright, we got a good start on 1. Let's roll number 2. What is that? AvGeek, what's up, dude? Good morning. Welcome to the post-work stream. I have not set up any custom views. Just so y'all know. Alright, we got a veil before taxi flow, or after start flow, whatever you want to call it. Engine mode select normal, arm spoilers, reset rotor trim, flaps 2 for takeoff. So what was 31%? And TCAS 2TA. CPU off. Alright, after start checklist, engine NAS is off, yellow electric pump is off, rotor trim is 0. After start checklist is complete. Oh, does this not? You better. Forgot, because I'm using, this is based off of the captain's EFB. Alright, shut this up. guess those don't zoom in. Alrighty guys, let's finally get going. We gotta beat those thunderstorms. Zippy, what's going on, man? Big up to you. Good morning. Welcome aboard.
Ready to go.
Happy to have you here. All right. Mini brief. Takeoff runway is 27 right. Gross weight is 148.6, which cross checks. Fuel on board is 19 even. Flap config 2. V speeds is 153, 155, flex 63. Initial altitude is going to be 10,000 feet. Standard, actually non-standard transition, and our first fix is slaw. Mini brief is complete. Flight controls check. Once I get back on that center line. And we got full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder. Oh, is it not set in the damn... You son of a bitch. They'd already set this. Controls. Yeah. Pedal, disconnect, tiller. Okay, whatever. We're about to run off the damn road. Rudders do work. So what's supposed to happen is you push that button and your rudder stops steering the nose wheel steering, and you can do a rudder check. It's not working. I don't know if maybe that's a patch thing, that something just happened with the patch they just put out. Anyways, flight controls check complete before takeoff flow. I don't know why this isn't animated. That's a little annoying. Alright, before takeoff checklist to the line. Gross weight comparison complete. Pitch trim is 31.1% CG set. V1, VR, V2 flex is 153, 153, 155. Should be. 53, 53, 55. Flex 63. Where we at? Flaps config 2. Flight instruments are checked. Flight controls are checked. ECMO takeoff all green. ECM status is checked. Predictable winches on auto. TCAS code set TARA. Cabin crews advised. Mini briefs complete. Before takeoff checklist to the lines complete. Good morning, everybody. So happy to have you all along with this in this early morning stream. Well, it's early morning. It was early morning. It's taking forever to get off the ground. No flood lighting. It's not Lima Charlie, it's the one before that, but that's alright. We need to get out of here. Okie dokie. Before takeoff checklist below the line, takeoff runway is 27 right. It's confirmed as we see it out there on the ground. Fuel, min required is 17.7. We've got 19 even on board. Engine mode selector is normal. Bleed packs are set before takeoff checklist. Below the line is complete. Those are what the hell? Look at those wind socks. They're completely opposite of each other. So what is our wind? Don't know based off the wind sock. Alrighty. First Phoenix stream is underway. I'm a little nervous. Whoa. Okay, not thrust set. Definitely gotta adjust these pedals. V1. Positive gear up. Disarm spoilers. Looking for a positive trend on the airspeed. A little windy up here. Thrust climb. And we'll go flaps 1. Speed checks flaps 1. And we are above S speed. Speed checks flaps up. After takeoff checklist, landing gears up, flaps retracted, lead pack set, APU is off. After takeoff checklist is complete. We'll fly to 10,000 and then we'll turn on autopilot. Jim says, here we go. Jim, how's the weather looking in New Orleans? Are we going to beat it? We got an hour en route. Take our climb up to our final cruise of 30,000 feet. Open climb. No worries, Jim. I do like the sounds on this. Alright, there's 10,000. Goes down, accelerate. And we'll get autopilot 2 on. Maybe. And let's pull up METAR. Weather request. Kmsy. METAR and TAF. Yes. MSY, expect VFR conditions on arrival. TAF at 1600 calls for vicinity thunderstorms. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll beat it. Looking at getting there around probably 15. Probably 1530Z. Actually, the OFP says, based off of a push time of 1410, we'll be on at 1547. We took a little bit of a delay, so it's probably going to be closer to 16Z. We'll see. So what do y'all think about the Fenix airplane? How many of y'all have flown it? Those who have flown it, what do y'all think? Is it too realistic? Is it too complicated for y'all? What are your thoughts? So we departed the gate 11 minutes late, showing estimated time of arrival of 15:57. Shout out to my buddy Mike who made this livery. Woo, look at that. What the hell? PFD's doing some really weird shit. That would be a bug. That was weird. Let's pull standard, standard, and standard. Let's go autopilot 1. Wind 090 at 8, 10 statute miles, scattered 1800, broken 28, broken 25. Temperature 27, dew point 23, altimeter is 3010. CB's distant to the west and northwest. Don't see any TAF info. Oh, there we go. From 2106 and 1500Z, 160 at 12, greater than 6 miles, broken 3000 from 1900Z, vicinity thunderstorms. So yeah, we won't have any issues if this TAF is correct. Actually, let's call it good to medium for like standing water if we were to get some heavy rain showers. Auto brake low, max reverse thrust, manual landing flaps full, auto thrust on. No landing distance with failure procedures that we need to worry about. Runway 11. Estimated landing weight's 141.3. Landing distance available is 10,104 feet. Landing distance remaining is 7,008 feet. Okay. 090 at 8. Temperature 27. The altimeter is 3010. Yeah, the performance has gotten way better since we've gotten off the ground. And our minimum should be 200 feet. Plan on the Cat 1. .200-foot ceilings, half-mile viz. Alright, so that's set up now. We just get set up for cruise and we can just chill. Man, it's so stupid, but I just really love how well these sunshades work. Like, look at that. That's just so cool. Shaq, what's going on, buddy? It goes well. We are leaving. We just left Atlanta, headed over to New Orleans, and this is what I wanted to talk to y'all about. So, this is what we've got headed towards New Orleans. It's been pretty slow all night. This is what we were battling last night at work. But I've got a route put in. we're somewhere over here in Alabama. We got some little scattered cells. Probably won't be much of an issue. We got this stuff here on our route. We'll see if we see it or not. This live weather is usually not so live. But yeah, this stuff's so far away, that's not going to be any issue. Quite sure. But looks like rides should be good. Let's go. RPM turbulence. We're cruising at 30,000 feet today. Nah, no turb to worry about. Pretty easy flight. Our jump seater to get out the way, that we need to use the bathroom. Go ahead and turn that seatbelt sign off. We'll holler at the flight attendants. Actually, what we'd have to do first is we'll ding them. And then in a little bit they would call up. We'd hear the airplane go brrr, come down here to the PA, or not the PA, but the whatever you call. Which one is it? I think it's this one. I don't know. But you talk to them, tell them like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. They'll set up their, they'll get their galley carts out. They'll block the cockpit door. And once all is in the clear, they'll call up. We'll talk to them. Actually, when they would call, it would hit. This would be flashing. You talk to them. Give them. They'll give you the safety word. We'll say safety word is wrong side. All right, cool. Safety word checks. So we'd get up, look out the peephole. Everything looks normal outside. Cool. Open the door. Come on out. Shut the door. Then go in to the bathroom, which is not modeled. This is not study level if the bathroom ain't modeled. Okay, I'm trying to simulate, you know, taking a dump. And I think forgot to turn on seatbelt sign. Oh well.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your first officer. We hope you're enjoying your flight. We're making good progress here, and we're doing our best to get you in on time.
Just can't get it just right. Anyways, Grunt Thug. Which plane is this? This is the Fenix Airbus A320, just released a few days ago. About 3-4 days ago, something like that. Supposed to be the most complete Airbus ever made, super study level, all that good stuff. So if you're into that kind of a thing, if you want a real deal study level airliner, this is your airplane. Every circuit breaker works, and it's got a nice balance of realism as far as the operational side of the airline type of thing. I would highly recommend it, although it probably still has a few bugs that needs to get worked out. New Orleans tower is on. Maybe we'll connect and just use the virtual cockpit radios instead of the physical radios. I'll have a little chat with them. I wonder how they're landing people, because the ATIS for New Orleans is always a little different than what you would expect.
We'll be starting our in-flight service. We'll be
So
serving
as of right now, arrivals expect ILS runway 11 approach, except aircraft inbound from the northeast through south, which is us. Expect GPS runway 2. More than likely, this guy's probably going to be following that. So if we were to connect to VATSIM, we'll probably have to shoot GPS runway 2 instead of shooting ILS runway 11, which ain't a big deal. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. If y'all want to see me, or if y'all not see me, but if y'all want to see and hear VATSIM and all that stuff, once we get out of, oh hey, Atlanta Center's off, we can go ahead and connect, and then talk to him when we get there, or no. I'd imagine y'all probably want to do that, so we'll go ahead and get it connected. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how does this stack up to real world from your perspective? It's pretty damn close, to be honest with you. Real world is going to vary from airline to airline. By that I mean, for us at my company, get this pulled back up. Get out of here. So at my company, up until this month, Grunt Thug, it is not in the marketplace, unfortunately. I don't know when they plan on, or if they even plan on putting it in the marketplace, but it's at phenixsim.com. It's a $50 airplane, which is pretty cheap for what you're getting compared to what other airplanes of this caliber are like for other simulators. So Shaq, well, also Jim, to answer your question real quick, that the FO, that was PAX that you heard. So up until this month, to get this information, to do all your weight and balance and all that stuff, like your takeoff performance, to get this info, you would typically go into your McDo, send off a performance request to Aerodata through your ACARS, and then you would get that back. That would show up in your ACARS as a message, and you would go to it here, and it would tell you all the same stuff. It would it'd tell you a lot more than what this one does tell you. Let's see if I can. Wonder if I can pull up an example. So I do have access to our ACARS. Aerodata. Log in. This is going to be a longer-winded. To obtain a username. That's weird. Okay. Never mind. I don't have access. Thought I did. But apparently I have to be at work to do it. So anyways, you'll get a lot more information than just like your V speeds, your trim setting, your grunt. No, I don't have the Concorde. It's such a older airplane. I have no idea how to fly steam driven gauge stuff, so I've stayed away from that one. I just forgot to. We got to tune Unicom. But anyways, it's going to give you all kinds of information. It's going to give you the engine out procedure, if there is one, if it's not a special. It's going to give you all your weights, all that kind of stuff. You would typically do that through ACARS, but we did just start using a new app where essentially they do it just like this. Put in all the details, weather, weights, all that stuff, and it'll spit out your takeoff performance. It's doing the same thing that it used to do, except instead of doing it through the McDo to talk to AeroData, it's just doing it through an app in the EFB. So that's pretty cool. Those guys should be able to do that stuff faster. So that's probably the more modern way of doing it. But there are some airlines that are still shooting off takeoff performance requests and landing performance requests through the ACARs of the airplane. Flight Sim Labs models that really, really well. Honestly, in some ways, I would still say that Flight Sim Labs is probably has a leg up on this with some of the things they do with immersion. Like while you're taxiing, you'll get the flight attendant calling you. You'll push this button, and then there'll be a flight attendant voice that tells you like, "Hey, we're ready to." It's a steep path. I don't know why I said that, but anyways, tell you like, "Hey, we're ready for takeoff," which is what they do in real life. It's got a few different little features that were pretty clever that they should probably put in this airplane. But for the most part, yeah, dude, it's especially like with the way that they run this. When you go to the Phoenix part, put in your sim brief, and it tells you like how many minutes until your departure time, your scheduled departure time, actual time of departure. The way it automatically loads the airplane for you. You get these preliminary load sheets and final load sheets giving you your actual zero fuel weight, stuff like that. It's pretty damn realistic, I would say. But again, every airline does things differently. Company message. Delta Ops. See AOC delay card on company tablet and allocate as per Operations Manual 243.3 and assign free text if applicable. Okay. So it wants us to go to our EFB, delay allocation card, and there was maintenance. Let's see, no ramp delays, loading error, late arrival, pushback crew, late arrival, removal of steps, servicing equipment. Why is there no maintenance on here? So this is also pretty realistic. If you were delayed, you would send a delay report. At least for us, we send a delay report, not this code thing. They send the delay report, and then we will code the delay accordingly. Somebody will. Other OTH. There we go. Delay code sent. Required. Let's call it. Oh, this is really neat. I didn't know they did this. Next flight number, fuel. We'll just say going back will be a tailwind. Let's call it. No alternate. 15,000. 300 on the taxi. Trip fuel coming with 7,000. We'll say going back is 6. Pretty cool. Alright, so we're at cruise. So per my company op specs, or SOPs, you turn the airports on until starting top of descent. Let's create a view. There we go. Now we can jump out there quick if we need to. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but you can also fold that in. Sucks that you can't like unfold the whole seat, but there's usually a lock. There's two different lock switches right here. One to lock the seat in place, and the other to lock the seat belts from moving. This is typically where I'll be sitting. Grunt Thug, your game looks smooth. It's very laggy on Xbox. What's your graphics card and CPU? Graphics card is a RTX 3080, and my processor is Intel i7 something. It's in the description. All my specs are in the description. I'm not the biggest computer person in the world. I had Jetline Systems custom build this PC for me. If you do ever need a PC, I would highly recommend them. Their lifetime support is hands down the best, and they're also just an awesome group of guys. That's to AOC menu, received messages, Delta Ops, ADC received. Cool. I'm trying to remember how to draw extended center line in this airplane. Can't remember. Roughly halfway through now. Oh, you can view a map on here. That fancy. Our alternate. Say what? Oh shit! That's I guess we would probably want to remove that alternate. That's terrible. Winds 170 at 15, gusting 3.5, mile and 3/4 statute miles. RVRs are 2600 varying to greater than 6,000. Vicinity thunderstorms, heavy rain, scattered at 1200, overcast 18. Temperatures 23 dew point 20, and altimeter 3017. That's nasty. Lightning distance to the east and the south. I would probably want to come here. There's probably any way to send a message. Atsu, AOC menu. Usually there's like there'll be a button for like maintenance or dispatch or whoever, but we would send a message and tell dispatch like, hey, weather at our alternate's not looking great. What's the likelihood we're going to need the alternate? If we don't need it, we'll probably just remove it. Because as of right now, that alternate is below landing minimums. Or alternate minimums, rather. You wouldn't be able to use it. Yeah, they got a big old blob of weather over them. Pensacola somewhere. That's Destin. Pensacola's right there. So that's why their weather looks like shit. Could change it to Mobile, but they're about to get hit as well. And it doesn't look like we're going to need it. I don't know how live this is. If there's a way to refresh the map. But likely we wouldn't need it, so it won't really matter anyways. See if we can see those higher tops. Thunderstorms would be out in that direction. Looks like there might be something going on out there. I think I hit F5, which is my landing light button. Aircraft is so realistic. Just got done eating breakfast. Man, I don't even want to hear about it. I'm hungry. You know what? I said that. I might warm up some jambalaya. It's almost lunchtime. But after we land, I'm going to bed. I'm tired and I gotta work. What's tomorrow? Day 4 out of 7. And then on Friday, my girlfriend and I are supposed to go to Punta Cana for a trip. I'm not sure if we're going to go or not. Flying standby. I have the jump seat, so it's not an issue for me getting on the airplane, but for her it is. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so I'm sure the flight's going to be full. Last I looked, there was 11 open seats. But if anybody knows Spirit or any other low-cost carrier like Frontier, they fill up super fast. We're going down there on Spirit, so I would imagine those 11 open seats will probably fill up pretty quick. When it gets a little bit closer to time, and we might be stranded. And if I don't cancel by tomorrow, then I'll lose about $350. So, don't want to do that. It's also about $1,000 for a 4-day trip. I'm not excited about really spending that money for that short of a trip. But it is all inclusive. Kind of rather just stay home and stream, hang out with y'all. It's definitely a lot cheaper that way. I'm bummed these daggum. You know what? Let's do. I don't know which one's which. radio's froze. Dumb. Man, don't it? I really can't wait to see the IAE engines with some sharklets. Bro, that's gonna be nice. So nice. I didn't know the camera was off. We're just now passing over Mobile. See Mobile Bay out there. I love Mobile. When I cross through Mobile, I know I'm 1 hour away from my favorite place in the world, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Mobile would be right about over here. USS Alabama battleship sitting out there. And last year we stayed at a beach house right over there. It's pretty nice. This is all Fort Morgan. There's a Civil War fort right here, and then there's another Civil War fort, or no, another little inlet somewhere. I don't think it's it might be over there. I don't know. This is Dolphin Island. Been over there a couple times, but not a whole lot. And then Gulf Shores, Alabama is right up here. That's, if I could live somewhere, that's where I'd go. Cost of living is so cheap, and get a nice house for like a fourth of what you would pay in Orlando. Alright, so getting ready to cross top descent. Let's talk about the arrival real fast to get prepped for that. Alright, so we are planning to come in on the slide to arrival. As you can see, we just crossed Bugle. In Gulfport, we have a crossing constraint at slide, 11,000 feet. From there, we're going to plan to land on the ILS runway 11. Frequency is 109.9. Final approach course is 106 degrees. Final approach fix is Mudbug, 2,000 feet. And we have a decision height of 200 feet off the ground, which gives us a decision altitude of 204 off the ground. Touchdown zone elevation is 4 feet. So as you can tell, 204 feet minus the 4 feet gives you 200. If we go missed, we'll climb to 800, make climbing right turn to 2000, we'll box it, come back around. We have a standard, actually, never mind. This is not a standard 30-degree glide slope, it's a 2.80 degree glide slope, so a little bit more shallow. Approach lights, Pappy on the right, and again, if we go missed, we'll climb to 800, climb on left, right turn to 2,000 feet. To shoot this approach, we need 200-foot ceilings, half-mile viz. Last we checked on the weather, it was good. I would anticipate no changes there, but we'll check again. This thing didn't keep all my starred stuff. Alright, so once we land, actually we might end up being on runway 20 or 02, so we need to get that looked at. Runway 11, high intensity wind lights, centerline lights, approach lights, touchdown zone lights, Peppy on the right, it's grooved, RVRs are reporting. We have 8,856 feet from the glide slopes, 150 feet wide. If we end up going runway 2, it has high intensity wind lights, centerline lights, approach lights, Pappy on the left, it's grooved, RVRs reporting, and 5,932 feet from the glide slope. It's 150 feet wide. Once we land, off runway 11, we'll plan to exit at Foxtrot and go to either terminal. I don't know which one he'll tell us. Don't really care. If we land on 2, we'll probably exit on Tango, take Sierra, we'll cross 29 into the terminal, or we'll go make a right turn at Hotel, go to the terminal, something like that. Who knows? Let's see, for the approach, let's get runway 2 brought in. ILS runway 2. Cool. So, now that we're not really sure what runway we're going to do, let's go to flight plan. Actually, secondary flight plan. We're going to delete the secondary, copy active, and then we're going to change the landing runway. So we have Gulfport, and we have crossed our top of descent. Start our way down. Go to 11,000 for that crossing constraint. Now, see how far of a deviation we're off. We're off by 3,300 feet. So to get down fast, let's do this. Actually, we can't really do. I have a special little landing tech or fast descent technique. But we can't really do it because we're CI-99 and we're a little too fast. So let's try this. Let's go init CI-20. We're going to throw out the boards. Slow it down. Deviation might be getting bigger. Frog. No, it's shrinking. Now we have to keep in mind we are in an open descent. It will not mind any crossing constraints. We're going to have to make sure that we put it back into managed descent before we meet any crossing constraints. Alright, so now that we've slowed down, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go, we're open descent, but we're going to pull speed, go selected speed, and we're going to dial it up and watch. That's going to make this airplane pitch down like crazy. Let's get that seatbelt sign on. Yes, they're handling the seatbelt sign. Cool. And look at that, we are coming down fast. And then there's our glide path, not glide slope. Cool. And then we'll go back into managed. And we'll stow the boards. So as you see, that's a great way to come down fast if you need to. Pilots typically try not to do that in real life. More drag, it says. Okie dokie. Deviations. Actually, I don't know. I'm thinking of a different airplane. I was going to say I think the VNAV needs a little work, but I was thinking of the PMDG. Weird. So as we go back into managed speed, the vertical deviation keeps changing. All right, so tower is 20, or this is approach 25.5. New Orleans approach, Delta 1478 is at 19.3, descending flight level 110, 7 miles from slot.
Correction, Delta 1478, New Orleans approach, squawk 2775.
2775, Delta 1478.
Delta 1478 radar contact. Expect RNAV runway 2 approach. New Orleans altimeter 3011.
3011 on the altimeter, and we'll expect RNAV runway 2 for Delta 1478. Alright, so runway 2. So now let's go secondary. Activate. And we're going to turn it. Perfect. And that is why I'm glad we really have a secondary flight plan now. Down to 4,000, Delta 1478. 4,000. That late descent's really kicking our ass. I love how the hydraulics of the spoilers are like real slow. Yeah, grunt. 1,000 is definitely a lot for something I don't want to do. Yeah, it's just my girlfriend's never been on a all-inclusive resort, and I would like to show her that, so doing it. Now she said RNAV, but we got the ILS, so we're gonna do that. Dial down 250. Alright, approach checklist briefings complete. Approach stable by 1000 AGL ECAM status is checked. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimum is 200 feet. Engine NAIS 1 and 2 are coming on now that we're in this clouds. And the altimeter 3011 is set. Tell you what, we'll do what we're supposed to do. We'll go RNAV to runway 2. I wish I would have changed that button. Royal.
Delta 1478, fly heading 200, vector for the final assembly. Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fast.
200 on the heading, vector's final approach, Delta 1478.
We have begun our final descent to Louisiana. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin and flight edge craft one final time. Should the table be noted, these are the full operating.
Starting to sweat a little bit. Oatmeal has to go. And a little bit of rain. I love flying through rain in this sim. Now it's RNAV, so we're going to turn the ILSs off. And then on the approach, low. RNAV. Runway 2. RMP. Now VNAV is going to be 377 on the minimums.
Delta 1478 is going to maintain 2,000.
Down 2,000, Delta 1478.
$2,500.
Alright, it's probably going to give us a heading here in a sec. Alright, below VNE plus 10, so we'll go flaps 1.
Delta 1478 cleared direct Royal, cross Royal at or above 2,000. Clear for the RNAV and TPS runway 2 approach.
Clear, we're going to go direct Royal, cross Royal at or above 2,000, and we're clear for the RNAV runway 2, Delta 1478. Back up to the prog page. Kmsy. 18 miles away. Runway 2, so we'll exit Tango. So performance has gotten a lot better now that we are off the ground. It was not so great in Atlanta. Curious to see how it's going to go once we land in New Orleans. It is a pay-where airport. I can't remember who makes it. I think it's Latin VFR. We'll give her a shot. And the cool thing with this airplane compared to like PMDG is that the windshield wipers actually have an effect on the rain. So if we get into some more rain, we'll cut them on. Also, it streaks too. So if you're parked in the sun, I took a picture of it or a screenshot yesterday, or whatever day it was I flew it last. Yeah, look at this. You can see the streaks, and it wasn't raining or anything. It's just like the streaks where we're sitting. Shit, I didn't know this. Valena was still on there. If that seems like I'm leaving Valena on for too long, y'all let me know, like in the future, because I do that all the time. It's the small things that make a small difference in the flight desk. Yep. Alright, once we turn final approach, we're going to activate approach mode. Dial it down to, whoop, windshield wipers. Yeah, you can kind of see it. See the little marks a little bit. I'm gonna dial down to 170. Go flaps 2. Can't even hear no flap sounds. This would be a great time to. Oh man, look at that! Oh, that's cool. Look at that approach. We'll be skirting right along some heavy rain showers.
Delta 1478, contact New Orleans Tower, 119.5 today.
19.5. You have a good one as well. Delta 1478. This would be a great time to have my radio working. 19.5. And then it wants to speed up. New Orleans Tower, Delta 1478, RNAV, runway 2.
Delta 1478, wind 17, correction 1070, exit 07, runway 2, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 2, Delta 1478. Alright, clear to land. And we're going to stay 170 until 7 miles, which is kind of the easier way to do it. If you want to go hard, often these guys will go 170 to 5 miles. But this is our first stream, so we're going to take it easy. So we're just now crossing that 7-mile range ring that we set out there. So now, actually, since we're not on a ILS, I'm gonna wait until, there we go. We're on the Loke, or the fake Loke. I don't know what this F means, to be honest with you. Because we're on an RNAV, but it's almost like an ILS. So now, what we're gonna do is make sure we arm. It's armed. So I'm gonna go manage speed, gear down, arm spoilers, flaps 3. Signs are on. Need both signs on? That's dumb. And flaps full. Alright, if we go missed approach. I don't remember. I think it was 3,000. Alright guys, here we go. First landing in the Phoenix. Hot diggity damn. Put your landing rate guesses in. It's probably going to be a little hard. Like I said earlier, the flare mode and the ground effect is quite wicked in this airplane. You can kind of see those streaks a little bit. It's not doing the callouts it's supposed to do either. Yeah, 275 is probably accurate. Almost a straight crosswind from the right side. Definitely tell those wind gusts. I was putting forward pressure on the stick, nothing was happening.
100 above. 400.
Minimum.
Continue.
300. 200.
Oof. Man, you can feel everything in this airplane. Big gust right there. Wind increased.
100.
Glide slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Yeah, I do not like the way the rudders do some tweaking. Manual braking.
Delta 1430, welcome to the Royal Safe Parking.
Ladies
We'll go anywhere you like us to go, Delta 1478.
and
Delta
gentlemen, welcome
1478, taxi to the new terminal by
the
Sierra
local
Hotel.
time
Good
is
day.
10:37 a.m. and it's currently about 82 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the air traffic comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt
And that was
sign is
Sierra
turned on.
Hotel
Remember to
for
use
Delta
caution when
1478.
opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you
April.
for flying with us.
Roger that. We'll taxi to the terminal via Sierra Hotel, Delta 1478. Have a great day. Appreciate your service. Alright, so we'll clean her up real quick. So after landing checklist, weather radar comes off, disarm spoilers, flaps clean up, TCAS TA, turn all this stuff off, like that. Well, I guess that's better than I was expecting. It looked rough to me. Seemed like the ground came up a little bit quicker than I anticipated. But what else? I'll take it. Alright, after landing checklist. Exterior lights are set, flaps retracted, TCAS is on standby, engine mode selector is normal, ground spoilers are disarmed, radar protected wind shear is off. After landing checklist is complete. Alright, we'll say it's been our 3-minute cooldown. Actually, no, we won't. I was going to say 3-minute cooldown and we'll shut down engine 2, do a single engine taxi in, but I didn't start the APU. So I told it through the ACARs that what we're going to do is like a turn. So it should hook up GPU and then start fueling and stuff. I should have told it PCA. Yeah, performance is definitely degraded a little bit on the ground. APU is available, so we'll go yellow electric pump and then we'll shut down 2. I didn't think to record that one. Nasty weather approaching. Matthew Cole, sir, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm just now seeing it. Been a little busy, obviously, but welcome aboard. Happy to have you here. Nice, appreciate it, guys. It felt way worse than what that said. We'll check and make sure that Volanta and PAX actually says the same. Kind of wanting to see what this feels like. Taxiing single engine, see how hard it pushes. It actually feels pretty nice. Alright, we'll park right up in here. Or is there... I was hoping there's going to be like a marshaller in this gate, since I had this little truck here. Sometimes that indicates that there would be ground crew, but I reckon not today. Definitely gonna have a little bit of getting used to in this airplane. It handles so much differently than any other Airbus I've ever flown. And we'll set parking brakes. Alright, APU is on, so we can shut down number 1. Look at that, all by itself. Didn't even have to push nothing. Love it. Oh, guys. Breaking action, or breaking news, whatever you want to call it. This is a little upsetting. Drew Stone, welcome aboard, sir. How's it going? Phoenix is loud. It's only loud until you want it to be loud, then it's not, like starting engines. Alright. Quite sad about this. Negative 265. So who was it that said? I think it was AvGeek. Dude, you were close. You were within 10. Negative 275 is what you said. Definitely gonna have to practice my landings in this Airbus. So yeah, that's what Volanta says. Let's see what these guys say. In flights, negative 272. So I don't know what the overlay was thinking. It was just trying to make me look good for y'all, but it wasn't as good. So now I guess we'll oh, we got a company message. Let's see what the message says. Wrong button. Arrival message 15:43. So it's close to what the flight plan said. Commence deboarding. Anyways, didn't know if I was going to show any other information for us. Should be deplaning, but I guess not. Damn, 265. What did I miss? Well, that's what the playback is for. Go back and watch that. Oh, it is. Nice. Everybody's getting the hell off my airplane. They're like, that landing was shit. I'm gonna get off of here. Alright, so we got GPU available, so now we can kill the APU. And we'll do a complete shutdown. Have the airplane ready for the next crew. And if I were just going to be an anal pilot, I would probably like to set my FCU to all zeros. Other than, yeah, 100. That off. Alright, so up to the overhead. Boom, boom, boom. Crew supply to come off. And that's pretty much it. If we want to be real extra, we can shut down the screens. We'll do a parking checklist here in just a sec. Cool, so now we can let the jump seater out. We'll also come back over here. We'll go, what is it? Sim settings, cabin, kill those lights. Alright. Parking checklist. Slides are just armed. Seatbelts off, engines off, exterior lights are set, ice protection's off, fuel pumps are off, yellow electric pump is off, chalk signal's been received, parking brake is off. Securing checklist, ADAIRs are off, oxygen's off, APU bleed is off, integral lights are, I think, on. Yep. I think you should just leave those on though. Let's see what else. After last passengers deplane, emergency exit lights off, signs are off, external power is on, AP master off, maintenance bus is on. Can we do that? Where's the maintenance bus at? Thought it was up here, but I ain't sure. Oh wow, the reading light works. So that's why we need. That's why we need the toilet modeled so we can have the light come on. Like I'll be sitting in the jump seat and look up and actually can see. This will light up and let you know if somebody's in the bathroom or not. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know about the maintenance bus. External power. 2 minutes after APU available, light is out. Batteries 1 and 2 come off. So kill that. Boom. And well, my friends, first flight in the Phoenix is complete. There's going to be a lot more of this to come. Well, that's kind of a cool angle. A lot more of this to come. I did apply on a pilot's life. A pilot's life. I think I said a pilot. Applied for Delta Airlines. So for those of you who haven't been following my channel for long, because I do see we got 11 viewers, which is kind of a lot for me, as sad as that sounds. But my name is Blake. I'm a real world flight dispatcher, and I do dispatch Airbuses, my aircraft of specialty, I guess. And over the past week and a half, I've been flying for Skymark Airways out in Japan on a pilot's life. Recently ranked up to a first officer from a junior first officer. Got a pretty good pilot rating of 97.63. So with that said, 2 days ago I applied for Delta, American, Alaska, Spirit, and United. Definitely wanted to go for the bigger airlines because they have aircraft variety. So I can fly the Airbus, I can fly the 73 and the MD. If I'm still not good enough to fly for those stuck-up assholes, I only say that because they're 5-star. Then we got Alaska, they got both Airbus and 737, can fly them. Then there's Spirit. Wonder why I like Spirit. And then United. I'm not too fond of United, but they got both aircraft types, Airbus and 737. So waiting to see if I get those jobs or not. The server analyzes the applications Monday through Friday at 0720 Zulu. So hopefully tomorrow we'll find out and see if I get any of these jobs. If not, we got some pretty good offers. So we got Aero Mexico paying $41.63 an hour. It's kind of good. I don't really care to fly in Mexico much. I'm a gringo. They might try to, you know, the cartels come steal my monies. We got FedEx Express. That one I don't think, I mean, it pays good. It's $44.20 an hour, but the problem with them is that the only aircraft license I have that they have for an airplane is the 737, which is operated in Europe and not in the States. So not gonna do that one. Then there's Volaris, another Mexico airline. We got SkyWest. I do have the CRJ, but I don't have the CRJ license, so I don't really know why they did this one. Let's see what their fleet shows, because SkyWest does not operate Airbuses or 737s or MDs. I've purchased the Airbus and the 737 aircraft licenses. This airline doesn't operate either, so I don't really know why it's given them as an option. Yeah. Oh, it says they have two 737-900s. I ain't never seen them. They do. I don't think SkyWest flies to here either. But anyway, so that's the plan, guys. We applied for those 5. We'll see what happens, and if not, we'll keep flying with somebody else. But what I want to ultimately do is I'm hoping to get on with Delta, just because they got all 3 aircraft types. American will work too. And then a lot of the streams will do based off of a pilot's life. And the reason why I like a pilot's life is it scores on a lot more than just a landing rate. It scores you on your pitch angle, your bank angle, on takeoff and landings. It does score your landing rate. Hey, you know what? Real quick, I wonder if we open the window. I doubt this. The window's open in the external model. Wow, I didn't think it was gonna do that. Definitely didn't. But anyways, but yeah, it scores you on a lot of different things. For those of y'all who don't know or haven't heard about a pilot's life yet, just to give you an example, I'll pull up an old report. This is my last flight somewhere in Japan. And so it scores you on 35 different items. Like your general, you don't exceed G-forces, max bank angles, pitch angles, stall is never indicated and overspeed is never indicated. Taxi out, you're doing your lights correctly, your flaps are set, transponders on. Take off, your landing lights are on. Max pitch angle is less than 20 degrees, which I think maybe we should make it 25, because really light airplane, you might exceed that. Like the flight directors might actually tell you to exceed 20 degrees. Climb, you got your flaps up, lights are off before 10,000. Cruise, you have no pause indicated, no slew mode activated. Initial approach, pitch angle less than 15 degrees, less than 280 knots, landing lights on below 10,000. On the approach, max pitch angles less than 15, flaps are deployed, landing gears down, spoilers armed, max indicated airspeed is less than 200 knots. And then landing, you got to it'll score your landing rate. This one was negative 165, gives you a landing G-force as well. And then on the taxi end, that you handle your lights correctly, flaps are up, spoilers are retracted, and you taxi less than 30 knots. So I like it that it scores you on all this stuff. It gives a lot more. I don't know, like you have to pay a lot more attention and be on your game to try not to screw up and get 100. So I want to incorporate a pilot's life with our flying. I've got the Airbus, I got the 737. Once I make enough money, I'm gonna purchase the MD license as well, and we're just gonna really get that that pilot career going. I think it'll add a lot of context and make the streams a little more fun, and then y'all can screw with me more whenever I mess up something as easy as a beacon light or a taxi light or something like that. But anyways, also another thing I want to get working. It doesn't really affect y'all much or what y'all see much, but you know, we did get the radio stack, got that mounted. I also have it to where I can take it off, put it on my Bravo from where we're flying the 7.3 and mount it on the Bravo. But that'll come in handy with the with VATSIM. But for whatever reason today it decided to freeze and not work, so we did not use it today. But anyways, well guys, that is gonna about wrap it up for me. I did not record.
Tower Cactus 330 inbound to
I didn't record the landing. I always forget to do that in Microsoft Flight Simulator, just because it's such a clunky way of working. But did work a 10-hour shift this morning, or last night into this morning. So I'm about to carry my ass to the bed and go to sleep. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I don't know. I'll see y'all on the next stream. Not sure when it's going to be. A lot of it's going to depend on if I could make it to Punta Cana on Friday or not. If we go to Punta Cana, I'll be down there until Tuesday. You can stream Wednesday. If I cancel the trip, which I'm more than likely going to do, don't tell my girlfriend. Although I've made her aware that very likely going to cancel because the flights are full. But if I cancel, then for sure streaming on Friday, then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll work tonight, Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. If I can muster up enough energy after a shift to come and do another stream, then we're definitely going to do that. Got a lot of practice to do in this airplane. The landing is quite a bit more challenging. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all have a great day. Oh yeah, also please, because it definitely helps the algorithm, don't forget to smash that like button. Please subscribe. Hopefully I can earn your subscription and provide some content that y'all like, and develop friendships here on the Wrong Side Simulations channel. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Take care.